Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to perform the computerized accounting with GST practical number 1. So let's get started. As you can see on the screen, I have placed the image of question which is given by the board book. SOP number 1. Mr. Ravindra Kumar started business by the name Messrs. Bitwise Trading Company in the year 2019, and after that the company details are given. Company name Messrs. Bitwise Trading Company. Address is 102 MG Road, Bhavna Nagar, Latur 413512. That is the pin code. Then state Maharashtra. Website www.bitwisetrading.com. Email ID info@bitwise.com. Maintain account with inventory. And then financial year 1 April 2019 and books begin from 1 April 2019. With the help of any open source or free education version accounting software, pass the following transaction in appropriate voucher to display and print various reports such as trial balance, profit and loss account, balance sheet and daybook. After doing all the entries of transaction, we have to print these reports: trial balance, profit and loss account, balance sheet and daybook. These are the transactions which they have given us. There are 7 transactions. For this practical, I am going to use the Tally ERP9 software. You can simply download that software from its official website. For your PC, you have to choose which PC you are using. As you can see, I've shared my laptop screen with you all. And after you install the Tally ERP, his icon is like this. So I'm going to open the Tally ERP9. It is freely downloadable and we can write or record a transaction in the free version of it. After it looks like this, so you have to select the work in education mode and click on enter. It looks like this. If you are opening it for the first time, there will be no name of the companies here. It will be blank. So after this, the first step is to create a company. For that, we have to go in this company info, or you can also press the shortcut key as F3. And then as we are creating a new company, we don't have company. So select here as create company and click on enter. Open the textbook PDF after this to check the transactions given in the board book. Go on the page where the question is of the accounting SOP. So the company name is Messrs. Bitwise. Click here in the box in front of the name and write the name given by it. You cannot copy paste the name from the textbook PDF to this software. So you have to write it manually. Bitwise Trading Company, and then they have given us the address, so write here the address, that is 102 M.G. Road, Bhavna Nagar, Latur dash. You can also write here pin code, or you can leave it because there is another category down that is pin code, so you can write the pin code there as well. Then select the country, it is India already. Then state as Maharashtra, and then write the pin code, that is 413512. Go down. They have not mentioned any phone number or mobile number, so go down, and they have not even mentioned the fax number, so leave it blank. It is not necessary that we should enter all the things, but in the board book they have mentioned the company details, so whatever details they have given, that details we have to write here. Email is given as info@bitwise.com, and don't leave any or don't omit any of the company details given in the board book. They are mandatory to write, that's why they have given and mentioned the company details. And then website is given www.bitwisetrading.com. Then again click on enter. And financial year, they have told us to select 1 April 2019. So write here 1/4/2019, and automatically the book beginning year will also be get changed. After this, here they have told the tally vault password. If you want to set any password to this company details, you can set here. But right now I'm not putting any password for this, and don't do any changes in the basic currency info. Just press enter. Then yes, accepted. And after creating, you can see here the company which we created, its name is coming here at the top. I will just shut the second company which is there. So right now here the company which we created, it is appearing here. After this, go back by pressing the escape key, and here you will get all the account info and which is going to need to pass or record the transactions. After this, just check the period. That current period is according to the company's financial year, that was 1 April 2019. Otherwise, while you are entering the transaction, recording the transaction, it will not allow you to enter the transaction. So let's first see what is the first transaction. According to that, we have to create ledgers. First transaction is 1 April 2019. Mr. Ravindra Kumar started business with cash. So in this transaction, we are going to need only the capital account and cash account, as we pass entry in accounts like that. We have to pass the entry in this as well. Just we have to create first ledgers and then we have to pass on the entries. In this case, cash comes in and capital is the giver. So for our business, cash is coming in. So the entry will be cash account debit to Mr. Ravindra Kumar, which is there. For this we will need capital account and cash account. Cash account is already there, created in this software, so we did not need to create that account. And the second transaction is on the 1st April 2019 only. Purchase goods from Sharda Steel Works on credit. In this transaction we have to create a purchase account, ledger, and Sharda Steel Works on credit. We have to create a company account and purchase account. Third is paid salary to staff. For this we have to create ledger as salary, and second is cash we did not need to create. Fourth is cash deposited into Bank of India. In this transaction there is account cash and bank, so we need to create bank account. Fifth is sold goods to Rakesh Enterprise on cash. In this we'll need a sales account and Rakesh Enterprise company account. Sixth is purchased machinery. We need a machinery account and a cash account. Seventh is received interest on cash deposited in Bank of India. In this we need an interest account ledger, as we have received interest from the bank. So to create the ledger we have to go in this accounting info, click on this. It is not showing me the full interference. I'm just doing it like this to check the after going into accounting info you have to select the ledgers here in the ledgers, and then we have to create a single ledger. So click on single ledger. It looks like this. Here you have to give the name of the ledger. First transaction was capital account and a cash account. So I'm opening here Mr. Jendra Kumar capital account, and here under you have to, this is the list of groups. If the ledger which you are creating it is a purchase account, so you will select from here as purchase account. If it is a direct expense, then select direct expense. For bank account you have to select bank account group. Like this you have to do. So it is a capital account, so I am selecting here capital, and entry values are affected. Leave it, don't write anything, leave it as no only. If additional information is given, you can write the PIN code, the PAN, GST IN, like that. Right now they have not given anything, so don't write anything. Then accept all. And so for the first transaction we are done creating the ledgers. Just go back with this, and to enter the transaction we have to go in the accounting vouchers. Here you will see the inferences like this. At the right side you will see here it is like first is going inventory vouchers, then date. From this you can select the date. If the date is mismatched and it is showing error due to the date, you can fix it from here. And here it is contra entry voucher, then payment voucher is already open. This is receipt voucher, journal, sales, purchase, like this. So the first transaction is related to receipt, as we are receiving, the cash is coming in. So click on the receipt, Contra will select when there is cash and bank account, both are there in the transaction. As I told you, the transaction will be like this: cash account to capital account. Here you can see it is showing 2. To select the capital account, whichever ledger you have created, they will appear here. As I've created Mr. Rajendra Kumar capital account, it is appearing here in the list. Select from the list, and the amount is 5 lakh. So right here 5 lakh, click on enter, and then we have to take the cash account, and automatically whatever the debit or credit amount is there, it will be there for the debit as well. Then there is no addition. This transaction is over like this, and then click on enter. After this, here you can write the narration of the transaction. So I'm writing here, being cash brought in the business, full stop. Again click on enter, accept it, and our first transaction is completed. Start before the second transaction. To create the ledger, second way is you can create it here only without going into the accounting vouchers. You can simply create the ledger here itself. Just click on Alt plus C, and like this the interface will come and appear, and you can give name and select the group. So the second transaction is purchase goods from Sharda Steel. So we need both accounts to be created. First is purchase and second is Sharda Steel Works. Purchase account, and here under you have to select the purchases account. If in the first SOP there is no GST, so you can select not applicable as the GST rates, and that is not there in the SOP first, so leave it as non-selected, not applicable, and accept all. And the entry would be purchase account to Sharda Steel Works account, that's why. And one which I did mistake is we don't have to do this transaction and receipt voucher. We are purchasing, it means we are paying for something and we are purchasing something. For that we have to select this purchase voucher, and the purchase voucher looks like this. After you finish with the first transaction, you have to select purchase voucher from the right side. Here, if the invoice number is given, you can write, or you can even write it randomly. And then the date is same as the first transaction, 1st April 2019. And party name, here the name should be of the party from which we are purchasing the goods. For that, we have to create the ledger. Again, click on Alt C and create the ledger. And under group, you have to select sundry creditors. As we are purchasing from them, we have to pay to them the amount whichever is required after purchasing the goods. So they will be our creditors. And then accept all. If they have mentioned the state and PIN code of this supplier, you can write it here. Otherwise leave it as it is and accept all. And here if the address is given you, here you can also write it, additional details. And then purchase ledger I've created. If they have mentioned us a particular good name like a camera or food packages, so here there will be more ledger account for the purchases. Right now there is only one good, so there is only one account which I've created. Select purchase, and then here you have to write the name. They said like goods only, so right here again click on Alt C to create a stock item. They have not mentioned any particular name about the goods, so right here goods only. You can select primary, not applicable. If they have also mentioned the units, you can give the units here. Accept it, and then write the amount. Amount is 20,000. As we said no to the units, that's why they are not allowing us to write the quantities. Click on enter. If you are purchasing more thing from a single seller, you can add it here. Otherwise again click enter and write the narration. Being goods purchased, accepted. We are done with the second transaction. And third transaction is paid salary to staff. This transaction's entry will be salary account to cash account, as salary is our expense as being a company, so it will be on the debit side, and cash goes out, that's why you'll get a credit. And the transaction date is 2nd May 2019 and amount is 5,000. Salary is like payment, so it will be in payment voucher. And one thing, if in the second transaction, if they have mentioned that we paid it, they have told us here that purchase good from Sharda Steel Works on credit. That's why we did the entry only in the purchase voucher. If they have told us that we paid the cash as well, for that we have to enter an additional entry in the payment voucher for the payment of that which we purchased. Like this, they have mentioned credit, that's why we have to only pass one entry. Here it is buy, that's why the first is salary. So for that, again click on Alt C, and here it is salary account. Your under it will be sundry, our expense direct. It will be our indirect expense because it is not related to our production or something. It will be our indirect expense. So select indirect expense. Accept it, and here the amount is 5,000, and here you have to take the date as 2-5-2019. This transaction is held on 2nd May 2019. And then 2 is to cash account. Select cash account. Again plus enter. Then narration being salary paid, accepted, and our third transaction is completed. The fourth transaction is cash deposited into Bank of India on 1st of June and the amount is 50,000. Need to create the ledger account for Bank of India. We will deposited cash into bank means bank is the receiver and our cash is going out. That's why the entry will be Bank of India account debit to cash account credit. At the debit side it will come as we are depositing and there is in both the ledgers are cash and bank, that's why it will be a contra entry. 2 is cash, amount is 50,000. We have to create the account, that is Bank of India. Again press Alt C. Bank of India. Here it will be bank account. Here they have mentioned the details. If they have provided us the account number, IFSC code, you can write it here. Otherwise leave it. Accept all. And then they will show you this additional. If it is check or cash, what are the number of notes of 200, 100, 500, 2000, 1000, like this. We have to, and then it will calculate the total amount. Right now I'm just leaving it. And then just press enter. If you want to add, you can add it dummy as well. B cash deposited into bank. Enter. Accepted. Our fourth entry is also completed. Fifth is sold goods to Rakesh Enterprise on cash. This entry will be Rakesh Enterprise to sold goods account. On cash we have sold it. That's why the entries will be, there will be 2 entries, as Rakesh has paid us the amount of this, or you can also record this transaction as cash to sales account. If you don't want to pass 2 entries, you can pass like this. The effect will be same. On the date 2nd June, amount is 25,500. For that, we have to go sales voucher. We have to go and write any random reference number. Party name we have to create. Again press Alt C. Party name is Rakesh Enterprises. Enter, and here under group will be sundry data. As he will be paying us the amount for the sales. Accept all. Here you can write the delivery note, dispatch number through which you have dispatched it, destination and all that. Here you have to create the sales ledger. Press on RC. The sales ledger, sales account. Here select sales account. Accept all. And here, if you want to create any other stock item, you can create that as well. And the amount is 25,500. This is it. And then write narration being goods sold on cash. Here in the Rakesh Enterprise you can also select cash, so we don't need to enter a second transaction in the receipt. Like this you can also do. Otherwise you can take the Rakesh Enterprises here at the party name and then enter a second transaction in the receipt voucher. Accepted, and our 5th transaction is also done. 6th transaction is, wait, our last transaction date, maybe I have not changed it. We'll change the date while we check all the entries in the day book. 6th is purchase machinery on 2nd July 2019 amounted to 10,000. This transaction will be machinery account to cash account. We have purchased a machinery, it's not a good, that's why it will have a separate, it will not be included in purchase account. Machinery account to cash account. We have to create machinery account. Take it in payment. It will not come in purchase voucher because it is not a thing which we are going to sell. Like goods is the basic thing with which we trade. Machine is a thing which is going to be used for production. That's why in payment voucher we have to do. We have to create the machinery account. Click on RC. And then machinery account. Here you have to select the fixed asset, then accept all, and the amount is 10,000 to cash account. As we have paid it in the cash, they have not mentioned, that means we have paid in cash. Being machinery purchased. Click on yes, and we are done with our 6th entry as well. Last entry is on 2nd December 2019. Received interest on cash deposit in the Bank of India, 2,000. The entry will be Bank of India to interest account. Interest is our income, that's why it will be credited. And bank, this interest will be there in our bank account, automatically received. That's why bank account will be debited. This will be in the receipt voucher. It will come to interest account, that's why we have to create the interest account. Interest account, before you create any account, check that what it has been told you, like to or by. By means the debit side and to means the credit side. It changes voucher to voucher. That's why before creating the ledger by Alt C, you have to see which debit or credit side is asking for. Interest will be indirect income. And the amount is 2000 by Bank of India. And the date is 2nd 12/2019. Narration being interest received, accepted, and we are done with all our transaction. So go back, quit it, and to view our all transaction you have to go in the display which is at the bottom, and then here it is daybook. After this you have to select here the period, that is I'm selecting here 1/4/2019, which was the beginning, till 31st-3-2019. You can also take it till the 2nd of December. All our transactions are here. You can see all the transactions. Just have to check all the dates are correct or not. 3rd is on 2nd May, 4th is on 1st June, and so I'll change this 4th date. It is on 1st. Just enter it and go to date, and it is 1/6/2019, and accept all. You can see the date is changed. Of this, the date is 2nd June. Again go enter and go to date, and then 2/6/2019. Even if you forget to give the date, you can change it later on as well by here going. And this is 1 July 17/2019. Accept all. And all our entries are correct now. Here you can see the voucher type, receive, purchase, contra, payment, and sales receipt. And to print this report, as we have to take daybook, trial balance, profit and loss, and balance sheet, daybook is also there, which we have to print. To print this, you have to go here at the top. There is a print. Tap on it, and at the right side there is select printer at the bottom. Click on that and select here as Microsoft Print to PDF. If you have attached printer to your laptop or PC, you can simply select the name of your printer, but I am going to export this to a PDF file. That's why I'm selecting your Microsoft Printer to PDF. If you're having printer, you can select that printer name. And then here at the top you can see the name of the printer. And then you can also give your titling by clicking on the right side. There is title. You can change the title of this report. Accept all. Like this you can see here with preview. And after you have done all the customization of this PDF, click on yes, or simply you can click on Y button from the keyboard and select the folder in which you want to save this file, PDF file, and give name. It is getting generated, and we are done with the printing of first report. After this, go back. Second is trial balance. Trial balance is here at the top. Click on it, and you can see this is the trial balance. Capital was 5 lakh. Current liability is 20,000, which we purchased on credit. A fixed asset is 10,000. Current asset is 5,12,500. Sales is 25,500. Then purchase account, indirect income and indirect expense. Again, to print this report, again we have to go in the printer, and then if you want to customize it, you can customize it like earlier one I told you, like that. Click on yes, name the file, it is done. After this, we have to print profit and loss account and balance sheet. For that, go back in the gateway of Tally, and here in the reports you can see balance sheet and profit and loss account. So click on that. This is the balance sheet. It is getting tallied on 5,20,000. Capital account, current liabilities, fixed asset, current asset, profit and loss account. Like this. To print, click on print, yes, name the file, it is printed. Go back, print the last report, that is profit and loss. It looks like this. Opening stock, as the company started newly in this year, that's why the opening stock is not there. Purchase account 20,000, closing stock 5,500, gross profit, and this is sales 25. This is the trading account, and this is the profit and loss account. Click on print, yes, name it, we are done with all the transaction and printing of the reports. Then close this, open file manager, go to the folder in which you have saved the PDFs, or if you have selected the printer, they might have been getting printed. This is how it looks after getting printed. This is profit and loss account PDF. At the top there is the name of the company, then address, profit and loss account name is given, the period of the finance or this particular profit and loss account is given. You can even change this period. Close this. Open the second report. Same format is there for the balance sheet as well. Company name, then address, balance sheet, period, and this is given. Trial balance is like this. The last is this day book. Date wise they have shown it. We have done all the things related to this practical. Hope you have understood how to perform this practical in Tally LERP 9. I've also placed a link through which you can download the Tally LERP 9 app software on your desktop. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubt related to this practical or any other, please comment down below.